Greetings! Nate here with Just Bob Productions. If you're like me, you're tired of the jousting prince sniping your towers. While I'm loving this game, some units can be extremely frustrating if you don't know how to counter them. Let's cover what the prince card is and how to shut it down. As you can see here, you never know when the prince will rear his ugly head, so it's vital you save enough elixir at the beginning of a match to counter any rush cards. What makes the prince so deadly is his charging sprint. Not only does it get him on your tower quicker than most units, but if he manages to hit anything while charging, he will deal double damage with his initial strike. At level 1, he deals 220 damage, which means 440 hit points are taken off with his first hit. Since he can be found as early as the training camp, his charge bonus makes him the most deadly unit in the first few arenas. Now, every deck has 8 cards, so once you've seen him, you can save your counter card for his next appearance. I personally like to use the Skeleton Army, as they can take him out quickly, but there are a handful of other cards that will stop him in his tracks. As you saw at the beginning of the game, I hadn't drawn my skeletons yet, so I had to sacrifice my archers to buy me enough time to drop my Skeleton Army. Since the prince costs 5 elixir, anything you can do for less than 5 will put you ahead in resources. The Skeleton Army costs 4 elixir, which is the card you're seeing here. Other cards that work well are the single elixir cost skeletons, the goblins or spear goblins at 2 elixir, or the tombstone at 3 elixir, since it drops 6 skeletons once destroyed, and it'll draw him away if placed in front of your tower. Well, it looks like the prince is here to stay. Even in the higher level arenas, you'll run into the prince. At level 6, he boasts 1,760 hit points and 352 damage, yielding a whopping 708 damage when charging. You will often see top-tier players use the freeze spell in combination with other troops to stop him in his tracks. And that's just it. You don't want to use any flying units to counter the prince, as the key to countering him is to keep him from charging into your tower. This player is relentless at trying to take down my tower with his prince. And so that's one thing you want to take note of is timing of your counter spell. You want to make sure that the prince is within range of the tower he's trying to attack right as your card is going down. That way the tower is dealing additional damage, not just the troops you're dropping. If you drop them too early, oftentimes the player you're attacking will counter your counter with something like a bomb or something that takes out lower tier units. And the worst part is, if they take out your lower tier units, the prince has enough distance at that point to charge into your tower again. So, as we wrap up this match, take note. Bring a cheap counter, take it slow at the top, and time your drop in range of your tower. Nate with Just Bob Productions. See you on the battlefield.